top of the morning and welcome to Rocknrollsailor Journal. It's a beautiful dawn on the north side of Amsterdam. This is the north side stop of the all-night ferry leaving at the back of Central Station. And it's just beautiful. And what am I doing at this hour of the day? Well, I'm still up. Last 3 days have been basically a rhythm of 20 hours work, 4 hours of sleep, and then 20 hours of working, connecting, and taking leisure as well, because you need time to just, you know, cool the circuit while you're thinking of other stuff, and then get up and do the next thing. You know. And in spite of what you people think, it's not about whether you're paid for it or not, it's whether you got the drive on it or not, and whether you're willing to take the handlebars, you know. And we are here today with people meet Angel Hernandez, a film creator in his own right. As you can see by his face, he's got a pretty determined idea of what he wants, how he wants it, and yet always open to experience the sudden moment, as any creator should be and can be. And so basically, as you all can be, and I ain't saying should, because ain't no shoulds in having to or whatever, you know. Angel, how are you doing? How are you doing today?
Very good. I woke up right now.
You just woke up?
Articulate my mouth.
Yeah, sure, man. Sure.
I can't say something.
No, but that's fine. That's fine. So basically, I was stood outside pirating a Wi-Fi somewhere when Angel came out, and he's on the way to Dam Square to go and meet a very special person at a pretty weird time of the day to be doing what we'll be filming in about 20 minutes. So enjoy, stay tuned. Coffee at 5 in the morning. Thanks to the fact that some people actually got up at 3 in the morning to get their ass down here, whether they like it or not, to click on the heat, start the fucking percolator, open the doors and go like, "Good morning, sir, what will you have?" Whether I'm a grumpy bastard or a nice guy, come rain or show, whatever, you know. Respect that, people. Just acknowledge it with each other. It makes life so much more precious, so much more valuable if you value each other over it, you know? It's quite simple, you know. To them it's just, I got a job, I need to pay the rent, fuck off everything else. But they're there, and they're there with a smile, you know? And that makes me smile, and the fact that I'm smiling makes them smile. And that's how it works. Simple as that. Bon appetit. And by now the city's slightly waking up.
Huh? We're gonna do something.
And in the meantime,
But you call it like we are doing this. Yeah. But I need to hold the camera. Okay. You looking at the camera, turning it around. So you
With my
can
accordion,
hold
without.
my arm.
Oh, then I can sit.
I put the camera like this, but you can hold it here. Right?
Okay.
There. Put the camera here, so it's like
so yes, next time you pass people doing weird stuff at 6 in the morning in the middle of the pavement, just go figure, they might be artists. And good morning, Kato.
Morning.
How are you?
I don't know yet.
You don't know yet. Excellent, perfect answer. And have we got any idea what we're gonna do?
We're going to make a film about loneliness.
About
Yeah,
loneliness?
at all, but the song is about loneliness. Because in Amsterdam there are like many people are very lonely.
Yeah.
And I'm joining this project an art project about these subjects. So I'm gonna do this song. I wrote this song and people can join the song. It's in Dutch, so it's hard to explain.
Yeah, no, it's fine, it's fine.
So
Excellent. And this program you were referring to, can you tell us a bit more about it?
well, I just met these people 2 weeks ago. It's a platform for loneliness. They do all kind of projects about this to make the subject less difficult to talk about.
Yeah.
Because many people in different layers of society are lonely.
Everybody's lonely. Everybody's lonely as fuck. Of course. Of course. Yeah, I mean, you're born alone, you die alone, you know, I mean,
Well,
every feeling you have by yourself.
Sometimes I'm a little lonely.
Well, I more
was
feel like
sometimes.
sometimes you notice,
Yeah.
you know. But in a way, I mean, what more beautiful is there than to see people uniting over the fact that they're acknowledging their own and each other's loneliness. I mean, that's like a brilliant first step of actually noticing how much we're together and alike.
Yes. Exactly.
All right. I know you can't read what it says, but you can read the layout of that poster, right? To me, this is abuse of art. Why? Because it does exactly the opposite of what they wanted. You see those eyes, the way they stare, the way they anticipate unpleasantness, badness, evilness even. If that's what you anticipate, that's what you get. And if you read the lyrics underneath, I keep an eye on everything. If I suspect something, I call the cops. To me, it's just totally, you know, it's like a Brazil poster. And that movie was early 80s, guys. Get a grip, get with it. This is counterproductive. This is making people say, be paranoid. If you're paranoid, you're afraid of everything, even those things that you don't have to fear at all. And sometimes even especially those. And so now we're about 5 hours later, I think. It's 10 to 2 in the afternoon. I've had like an hour crash in the deck chair at my neighbor's place with a cup of coffee in my hand. And apart from that, we've been up since 26 hours by now. And we're back at Yolanta because the last scene was where she was sculpting the mask. And that's a present for somebody. Which takes a lot longer than
3 hours.
than 3 hours, of course.
Yeah.
And so I put a little clip of that together, and I tried to send it to her, but for some reason it failed. So I'm passing through here, saying hi, hearing how she liked or didn't like the episode. Yolanda, did you like it?
I like it, and even my boyfriend, who is a writer, he was really impressed with your storytelling. So
Oh well, thanks. That's great. What kind of stuff does he write?
he write little short stories. Very cryptic, very like all in Dutch. So I start learning Dutch to understand his writing.
Okay.
But it's sometimes he has this really twisted humor, and you need special person to
like pretty
understand.
dark and
but
twisted
it's like
short story.
I love the way he can kind of hidden in his story the meanings. So
Yeah. And he's published?
No, he used to work like a art director in the advertising company.
Mm-hmm.
So he's also copywriter and art directing, but really cool.
Yeah. So basically,
projects.
So basically, he's like his short stories are like the top layer of all the commercial work he's doing. Besides, that's great.
He kind of step out a little bit of the commercial in his own stories, but
Of course.
but he always was writing it, and I keep telling him, put the blog out. you know, so people share it with people, and so hopefully this will be next step for his. Yeah.
Well, I'd definitely like to
yeah.
meet him and talk to him. Definitely.
Yeah.
And I think it's great. You know, a lot of people still think that it's like, you know, or you're commercial or you're the purest artist and this and that. And to me, it's all bullshit. It's all cliches. It all doesn't make sense because, you know, if you're doing that on a commercial basis, what you're actually doing is honing your skills.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you still decide whether you're selling your pen or your ass.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
I even like this pieces here. You know, this is simple dress, but I treat it like my painting. This is all hand painted.
well, yeah.
And like I put the same love into this than canvas.
Of course, of course,
which
of course.
I show in the gallery.
Of course, of course.
The same with the scarves. You know, like I cannot even repeat the same piece because it's.
It's a unique piece.
painted,
Yeah.
So,
No, but
but
I
they're
love the.
affordable, you know. So yeah.
No, but I think I love that, and the fact that you make unique pieces, and from the way you've cut the dress,
geometrical,
I'm sure
yeah.
somebody out there is gonna wear that and just look, you know,
Yeah,
divine.
I have ladies coming back, so happy.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
You know, but because that's the thing, you know, people go like, oh, you have art, and that's in galleries, and that's
Yeah.
people that think they're you know they shit gold or something.
Yeah, yeah.
And then you have the rest of the world. But it's like wherever I walk through,
Yeah.
I see art. You know,
Yeah.
every brick is a piece of art. Every house is a piece of art. Every meal is a potential piece of art.
so
Every
many
person
thoughts involved
is
in
is
it.
is a work of art in progress. You know,
Yeah.
that's how I feel it.
Yeah,
And
you're right.
I'm happy to meet people that embody that, whether they're aware of it or not.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
sure,
Because
yeah.
excellent. So I'm gonna grab a stick and get you your file.
This is actually the Chopin sculpture portrait, but this guy who came on the boat with this girl, actually she's filming it. He has similar bone structure, so he posed for it.
So you took him, excellent.
But the sculpture is actually I made it in Curaçao because in 19th century the Curaçao music was inspired with Chopin music, because so many people who were coming to live there on the boats, they were bringing notes from Chopin music, which was very popular at that time.
Yeah, I know. I mean,
And-
it's amazing to see like how many pianos made it across the Atlantic. You know, it's just,
Exactly,
yeah, it was brilliant.
And then you know, like they never hear the original, so they start playing his music into the like a little bit dancing, and now it's part of the Curaçao culture. They call it Caribbean mazurkas.
Excellent,
yeah.
excellent, excellent.
And even you know, like he was inspired with the folklore music from Poland. So how this you know translate now to the you know music in Curaçao?
So yeah, and then in a way you're the embodiment of Chopin's music, because you as a Polish traveled to
the island,
to Curaçao,
Yeah.
and then ended up making a Chopin sculpture.
yeah.
I love it. I
But
love the way
also-
it ties together.
Thank you. In the back of his hair, it's actually divi tree, which is growing only in Curaçao, Aruba, Bonaire, which is also like a statement for the island. And so I embody the tree in the back of his hair. So when you turn the sculpture, and I actually want to cast the piece to put it in Curaçao like a monument, but I have to do it in bronze, so I have to get funds for it. So it's yeah.
Is it possible to cast it in bronze locally?
In Curaçao, not anymore. We used to have a foundry there, but
Is it totally gone, or is it stopped?
No, the equipment got broken. So the guy also who ran it, he kind of retired. So I could do it in Florida, and it's really, but I can do it in Poland and take it with me in the suitcase. You know.
Oh, it's so small.
Yeah, well, it's not so small, but it would take
it looks
suitcase.
like
It's kind of like but I deliver sculpture to Japan in suitcase. So
Wow,
because
excellent.
I wanted to see Japan.
Yeah,
And
of course,
they
of
bought
course.
the sculpture
I was filming a
Yeah.
great rock and roll band Saturday morning. The last band to come on, I think it was like 4 in the morning at the CLICHES Fest in Harlem.
Yeah.
There's a band called Electric Eel Shock.
Yeah.
And then you just wow, blasting. It's so beautiful. I mean, I find in Japanese rock, especially the way they're bringing it, it's such a total undercut of like the whole American bravado, but also the bit of the glam pop style, but with the Japanese raw power, you know, and the dignity and the intensity and the deliverance as well, you know. Because I got like some of the best pictures of the night were definitely theirs, like you know, definitely.
No,
I wanted to ask
you. I did entire
you.
exhibition after Japan because it was so inspiring, the trip there. Yeah, so I know what you say. Like this old Japan and new Japan is just so powerful. It's
I think it's amazing how they, you know, because basically in if you see as cultures after the Second World War, I think American culture and Japanese culture were like, you know, in a way they've embraced each other ever since, like very very tightly in a way. You know, there's a lot of mirroring there.
True.
Anyway, I wanted to ask you these rings. How does this work? Because this
original
is
piece was done in. I carved it in seashell, and
this
then,
is seashell.
Seashell, and because I realized how fragile this material is, I wanted to preserve the shape, and I knew I'm not able to do second one in the shape. So I scanned it, and then I 3D printed. This one is with hemp.
So you 3D scanned this one, fed it into a computer, and then you 3D printed the exact replica. In a bioplastic, purely hemp-based.
Exactly, and then the other
this
one
is like,
carbon.
I mean, basically you can throw this around; it's never gonna break.
No, this is super strong. It's really nice to even polish it. It's really act like wood.
It's got kind of I kind of like the feel. It's like
a little bit like wood.
It's sort of like. In a way, it's symbolic for exactly where we are right now, you know, because it's a natural product in a human-shaped form. You know what I mean? So
And
it's like that's sort of like symbolic for where we need to go. Like, excellent. And this is?
This is in carbon. Yeah.
This is in pure carbon.
Yeah, like well, this is of course some resin in it.
Of course to bind it, but it's pure carbon.
And then I have few pieces also here. This is in the also. This is in the hemp. This one is with metal particles, and this one is with carbon and graphite. Some people say carbon, some people say graphite, but I
graphite. It's more carbon than graphite. And this one's a lot heavier. So this is
because it has like metal particles. Particles in it.
This has bronze particles in it. Amazing. So this is a bioplastic mixed with bronze.
Exactly. Yeah, it's
the
amazing.
Sculpting.
Yeah. So
that's just adding a whole new universe to sculpting.
Yeah, you can.
That's just adding a whole new universe to sculpting right there, man.
Yeah.
Because this is 3D printed.
Yeah, this
is 3D printed.
Yeah.
Bronze.
Yeah. On
a hemp plastic base.
Well, actually, this one doesn't have hemp. This is already just bronze with PC, I think. But it's mix of the bonding material and bronze.
And it's also bioplastic base.
Well, this one I don't want to. I'm not sure because I'm I'm still experimenting with it.
Yeah. No, I know there is a range of bioplastics.
Here it's like a real bronze,
like their corn and everything based.
So
I love this piece.
Sculpture, but you can see this.
No, I really love this piece because I mean I was taking pictures when I was here before, and there's like quite a lot that I want to ask your permission to use in other pieces, with of course credits to your name, because filmically, I started wanting to get to know you based on one picture of a mask I took here in the middle of the night like 3 months ago. And I was just like,
I didn't know that somebody been looking at night through this.
It was amazing because it was the resin one with the white light underneath. I loved it. I was like, thank you so much. I was excellent. Okay, so you
I'm going to transfer it.
Excellent.
Long ago, so let's see what's still there. il y a des marins qui chantent les rêves qu'ils ont au large d'Amsterdam. Dans le port d'Amsterdam, il y a des marins qui dorment comme des oriflammes le long des berges mortes. Dans le port d'Amsterdam, il y a des marins qui meurent.
Voilà, mais dans le port d'Amsterdam, il y a les marins qui naissent dans la chaleur épaisse des longueurs océanes.
There's a sailor singing, I can hear it. Dans le port d'Amsterdam, il y a des marins qui montent sur des nappes trop blanches, des poissons ruisselants. Ils vous montrent des dents à croquer la fortune, à décroiser la lune, à bouffer des rubans. Et ça sent la morue jusque dans le cœur des filles que leurs grosses mains invitent à revenir en plus. Puis se lèvent dans le rayon dans un bruit de tempête, referment leurs braguettes et sortent en temps. Dans le port d'Amsterdam, il y a des marins qui dansent en se frottant la panse. La panse des femmes, et ils tournent et ils dansent comme des soleils crachés dans le son déchiré de l'accordéon grand. Ils se tordent le cou pour mieux s'entendre rire jusque l'accordéon expire. Alors le geste grave, alors le regard fier, ils ramènent leur batave jusqu'en fin hier. Dans le port d'Amsterdam, il y a des marins qui boivent, madame, et qui boivent, et qui boivent, et qui reboivent encore. Ils doivent à la putain, à la santé des putains d'Amsterdam. D'Hambourg ou d'ailleurs, enfin, ils boivent aux dames
Qui leur donnent leur joli corps, qui leur donnent leur vertu,
voilà.
pour une pièce en or.
Et quand ils l'ont bien bu, se plantent le nez au ciel,
Se mouche dans les étoiles,
et ils pissent comme je pleure sur les femmes infidèles. Dans le port d'Amsterdam. Et voilà.
Olé.
Merci Jacques, merci René. Enchanté les dames, bon après-midi.
Once I lived the life of a millionaire, spending all my money, I just didn't care. Took all my friends out for a mighty good time. We bought bootleg liquor, champagne and wine. Then I began to fall so low. Lost all my good friends, had nowhere to go. If I ever get my hands on $1 again, I'll hold on to it till an old eagle grins. Nobody loves you when you're down and out. In your pocket, not one penny. As for friends, you don't have many. feet again.